Hmm. Oh, I guess I have to go back here.
Ambient temperature 92 degrees. Vital signs nominal.
Last time I remember she played a lot of Dead by Daylight and like Ark or something. Hmm. Glimmering Cave of Wonder. Of which game? Yes, sort of. I'm pretty sure you can do the next difficulty. Like, cause you can play on there's normal, and then you can increase the difficulty. I'm pretty sure there is a new game plus, but I'm not sure. All I know is that.
Oh, it's got a sniffle.
Sickly, but still loves you. Okay. It has an like an anglerfish thing, the thing on the head. It glows. Anyway, the game, like I said, the game is actually not that difficult. It gets pretty easy once you start getting all of the powers. I mostly ran around with a kind of a weak weapon, but I was using the magics mostly, and I was wrecking everything. Wow, you slept for half an hour, maybe 40 minutes, and then you woke up and you're like all conscious, like, oh, good night.
Yep. Good night, Marty.
I don't know how you do that. You sleep for a half hour and then you're all refreshed, sort of.
I have a weird mental cycle with my brain.
At least you didn't snore too loud.
Well, regardless, good night.
Good night.
You have a good night, Marty. Good night. 3, 2, 1, backside out.
But yeah, besides the way the Kickstarter was handled, which I don't like, the game is great. It's the best looking Metroidvania I've ever seen. It's a pretty large cast, so the story is interesting. The characters are interesting, so it's good. The thing is, though, it's not that hard, and then once you beat it, you're like, well, what else? There is a harder modes, though, so there is that. I'm just waiting for them to add the roguelike dungeon, and for them to add the co-op. I assume the co-op would have to be challenging, or else it wouldn't be very effective. Oh damn, I could pick this thing up and use it as a makeshift flashlight. But yeah. I hope they make another Castlevania that's, or at least Bloodstain has a mode that's sort of co-op that actually is quite fun. Because I remember playing Castlevania Harmony of Despair. That was a multiplayer one. It wasn't that great, but once you got used to it, it's stage-based. It's actually quite fun. And yeah, I play that a lot on the PlayStation 3, but that's the PlayStation 3. That's one thing I'm hoping that if the PlayStation 5 can play any digital game or physical, and if it connects to the servers, that'd be fantastic. If it's only single player, it's still good, but there's some games on the PlayStation 3 that had great multiplayers, and if they're still active, being able to play on the PlayStation 5 would be great. Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Did you see the alien statue? You should go investigate. I don't need to tell you how to do your job, but you should go back and investigate. At some point, if it's not too much trouble. Whoa. alien art.
No, I haven't gotten it yet, but I'll probably get it eventually, but yeah. Ah.
Did you see the alien statue? You should go investigate. I don't mean to tell you how to do your job, but you should go back and investigate. At some point, if it's not too much trouble.
Did what? Did Alex finish the game? Yeah, I think he did, yeah. He was trying to finish that game and a few other games so he can have more time to play, I guess. Or free up space for Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, the game he kept talking about. No. Ah, cool.
Good work. Now you have the required resources to print a brand new jump pack at the habitat. While untested and not necessarily safe, it is guaranteed to be amusing.
Yeah, in co-op it's more fun and all that. But I think the main reason I didn't get that one or Sekiro is, yeah, there's no invasions. I mean, the co-op is going to be fun. But once you beat the game a few times, you're like, well, let's, you know, you want to do something more challenging or just mess around with invasions, but that doesn't exist in the game. I mean, maybe they'll add it, maybe not, but I know Elden Ring is coming out, so that probably will have it. I heard maybe June as well, like maybe in the summer, but you know, every game that I was interested in this year, except I guess this one that I'm playing, was delayed. So I'm like, June, they say June, but maybe August, maybe, you know, September, maybe later the year. No. I wouldn't even be upset with that. Although, you know, if they delayed it and then I just get it for the PlayStation 5. Hopefully there's a PlayStation 5. Yeah, I have Neo. I am to the part, I forget what the hell we left off, but I played it but never finished it. I played it with Little Wizard Pro and he was overpowered as fuck, and yeah. And then I played it with Cadell. We had more fun, but we were dying. And it was just kind of, we didn't take it that serious, you know, the dying and the, and it's, yeah, so. What was it? I'm at the second island, I think. I don't know. I think the last boss I fought was this flying woman. No, wait, ice woman, I think. She was an ice demon of some type. I think. It's been a while. It's just, of course, you know, I play a lot of No Man's Sky and stream that, so yeah, so that's taking a lot of my gaming time. Yeah, I doubt it. That said, I had the complete version, so I have the game and all the DLCs installed. Of course, this month, although the month is practically over, Uncharted collection was on it, I did play it again. And yeah, those games were great. I think you've played them, right? The only catch, the only criticism is, of course, it's just the stories. There's no multiplayer, there's no co-op. There's Uncharted 2 co-op was fantastic, and of course the multiplayer. And it also lacked the Vita version. The Vita version should have been included in the collection, even though it's a prequel. I already played it, so it doesn't really matter that much, but yeah. Well, it doesn't really matter that much to me, but it definitely should have been included in the collection. Oh, you're that advanced? So you're near the end.
You can craft an upgrade, if you wanna.
You're near the end then. You must have like 90% of the map or something close to that revealed.
Monkey's Micro Mills Plaza, the ultimate Earth life simulator. Create tiny human life forms by just adding sub-zero radioactive water to a micro life powder packet and see your mall's inhabitants grow in just minutes. Watch them stroll, shop, and live as they autonomously move throughout their very own shopping complex, completely unaware of your presence. Engage in fascinating examination of standard Earth activity or declare a Black Friday and send your shoppers into a violent bargain hunting frenzy.
It's hard for me to describe. So there's a spell that throws a fireball, Iridurin or something like that, and there's a Iristorama, like a fire polar of a wave of fire. I had those really powerful, really upgraded, so I was just spamming that, and it wasn't much of a challenge. I mean, he was stronger than most of the bosses, so he wasn't really. But you can use actually, yeah, you can use invert. If you use invert, I don't think he can do the same thing. So you'll be, you know, easier to dodge some of his attacks. I used invert to a decent amount against. You see, there's some special rooms that you need a key to unlock. There are enemies there that are more powerful than most of the bosses, and yeah. I was grinding those. I played the game and I grinded every single enemy. I got every single shard, and I got them at like plus. I upgraded them as well. I don't know if I fully upgraded all of them, but I know I upgraded most of them. And I got like 9 versions of each to make them more powerful. So yeah, I played that game a lot. Of course, once you have high luck, and I was running a high luck build, it's not that difficult to grind. Alright, gonna print jetpack.
I see you have upgraded your jetpack. While not capable of full flight yet, it should still allow you to access previously unreachable locations with only minimal release of atmospheric pollutants. Ambient temperature 81 degrees, biosigns nominal.
Oh, that's alright. Yeah. I'm not sure if you're using the same. Well, yeah, they. I think I know. I think you know what fireball I'm talking about. It's like a giant fireball that sticks in a certain place. Oh, okay. fact, I've been meaning to play that game again on the harder mode. But I would imagine, I don't know, like, I wouldn't want to grind for everything all over again. So I think there's a new game plus, but at the same time, some of the relics would be disabled and you would have to get them again. Or else you could just rush directly to the boss. So some things, yeah. I think they added the mode, actually maybe they didn't. They were supposed to add the mode where you can play as Zangetsu. They may or may not have added that yet. Supposedly they were working on that, and then there's like radio silence from the Kickstarter. It's like kind of annoying. I think I'm gonna kill this thing. What the hell? It morphed.
This anthill is way bigger than the ones on Earth, but the ants are the same size.
I would use Vigorous Armor against him. There's also the lightning move, but it depends how much magic you have. So I not only grinded and got all the spells, and well, you need it for the platinum, but not only did I do that, and I also, because I wanted to test out the spells, I also like did a lot of the recipes for food because they increase your stats and increase your magic regeneration and all that. Of course, they're powerful weapons as well, but I mostly went magic. In Symphony of the Night, it was all about the weapons. The magics were just secondary, and they were pretty weak. In Dawn of Sorrow, you were essentially a battle mage. Your swords were strong, your magic was strong. I guess it's similar in it's very similar in Bloodstain. You're essentially a battle mage. You have strong weapons and strong magics. Yeah, I figured fire, he's a vampire. Well, you can also look... Actually, I don't know if it tells you the stats, what he's weak to. In the beastie area. I think you have to defeat him first. Oh, that's death. How far can I jump with this back? Just jump back over weird sucks. Oh yeah, there's the shortcuts. The shortcuts are very, very useful. So you want to switch between your, luck here and your combat. And of course, you can use the fairy. You can, to heal you, you can use the healing items. Oh, I should just shoot this. No, if you're at 90 something percent, there isn't much left. There's like maybe one. Yeah. There's at least one more boss. I don't remember. I use the heads, the floating heads, because they attack more often. Yeah, when you're fully upgraded, there are 5 of them that follow you around. Or it might be 4. I don't know. Do you have it fully upgraded? Then it's 4. Maybe I'm just don't remember. But yeah, the sword doesn't attack very often. The knight, silver knight is actually pretty good, but he doesn't. More to deflect, you know. What was the other one? The fairy's useful, but only if you have a lot of potions and a lot of fairy stuff. Oh, okay, I'm at the right track now. Yellow. Secret nearby. Oh yeah, I'll definitely get it eventually. But it's one of those things like, man, there's a lot of freaking games, not a lot of times. So I prioritize the co-op ones that I know that I'm gonna enjoy. Others, I look at them and I'm like, no, I'm not getting that. There was a horror game that was delayed, actually. That was, like, it already came out on PC that was gonna come out. But I looked at some gameplay of it and I'm like, you know, you don't really, there's not much horror for the first hour or more, and I'm like, yeah, no, I don't think I'm gonna get that game. It's called Moons of Madness. You're on Mars, and it's a like a Lovecraftian horror or monster in that thing. It also has elements of, like, I don't know, like you're not sure if you're going crazy or not, or other people are going crazy. It's interesting, but it's slow. It's a very slow horror game, and after playing Outlast 2 and enjoying that a lot, that one has a lot of horror, a lot of jump scares. You know, it's a lot of that. And a game that slow, I'm not that interested in. Like, it's essentially the game. Like I said, for the first hour, there's no horror, and you give them mundane tasks of doing this, repair that, and you're like, oh, just. It's not. The story isn't that interesting either. So what is that? Technically food. Oh, look at that.
Ah, eat it. I like these things. Eat another one.
That's what I was supposed to do. Interesting. Tranquil. Traverse of Tranquility. Okay. But the only games that I was the games that I was most interested got delayed. There's Vampire the Masquerade. I supposedly it was April now. maybe it'll be later this year. We don't even know. There's Cyberpunk 2077. That's September now. There's Resident Evil 3. That's coming out in April. And then there's Doom Eternal, I guess, but I'm not too sure about that one. But I hear it's better than the other Doom, the one that, the last one that came out. Yeah, that one, the new one, supposedly has more varied environments. It's better than the last one that came out, but yeah. Whether I'll get it or not, what's that? Yeah. I got the last one. I haven't played it yet. It was on sale recently. I decided to get it. Oh, nice. There is a boss that's harder than him, but you need a DLC to fight him. Exactly. You get very minor things. You get a magic, a weapon, sword whip, which it's alright, but it's not that great. It's not really worth it unless, I don't know how much it is actually. If you can get it for like $10, it's not worth $10, no. No, it's not worth it. I don't know if it's worth $5. Probably isn't. If it's less than $5, then you were thinking of getting it? No, it's not worth $10, no. It's like a sword that extends, so you can swipe with it, but if you hold the button down or press it hard, it like shoots forward and extends like a sword and like a whip. How do I describe it? It's like a metallic. You remember the old Castlevania games where you just throw the whip forward, like that. Actually, if I remember correctly, yeah, you can either swing it as a sword or a whip, depending on how you press the button. It's not very strong though. It's not very effective. I was mostly just running around really fast and wiping everything out with magic. Alright, that's just... Oh, hello. So I clearly need some kind of explosive for this.
Wow, that one was juicy. Look at all that juicy loot. Nice shot.
I guess the game encourages me to do this. Just to max some of these creatures around. It is, but I don't know if this is worth getting for co-op. I don't know. I thought I decided to take a risk with this, and I thought it might be interesting to explore an alien planet like this. I don't know how long it is. We'll see. It is co-op though. We need something to blow that up. I don't know. I have no idea. Oh, Bloodstain? What the heck? I also am not sure because I didn't actually try to go to the new game yet. Because I looked at what essentially what it was is that I looked at the boss rush mode. I'm like, I should try that, and then I was wondering about the Zangetsu thing, see if I could play a different you know, character in the game. But also it was around I platinum in around Halloween, so I was also playing horror games, and then I just moved on to was it Outlast something? Yeah, definitely. Yes, you can continue on in the game after you beat the last boss. Now the question is whether you do bring up a good question. I'm not even sure if you can just take all your progress, the same save file, and go to New Game Plus, or whether you would have to create a new save in order to do a harder difficulty. I'm not sure.
Fascinating. The seeds you just picked up appear to belong to the limpet-like plants we saw earlier.
Yeah, in game, yeah. Yeah, actually it's required, so you can't get the platinum without beating the last boss, and then when you do that, you still have stuff to do. And then, yeah, you can definitely do that. You can continue the save, yeah. You need to get all the shards. You need to get all the items. There are some items that are annoyingly hidden. You may want to look up a guide in to find something like the Valkyrie. There's a Valkyrie armor set that's really trollish place in the tower of you know you look at yeah but there, and then there's other stuff you need to do, like all the missions for the I think you need to give her the old woman where she wants to eat the foods, the different type of foods. I think you need to do all of that, and then you need you need to do the mission for the woman that wants keeps her too, but you also need to give the stuff to the woman that wants to bury the dead. And so I think you did most of the stuff then. Did you do all the recipes, like make all the food? Oh, I think that maybe you're done with that.
Molotov-tastic.
Oh. Oh yeah, that's right. Now remember. Here's the grindy part. So you need to get a lot of gold. There's a good way of doing it. Actually I forget. Oh yeah, there's a good way of doing it. There's a specific spot where you can go in and open a treasure and get a lot of gold, but you need a certain magic heavily upgraded that gives you more gold when you do that. And essentially, actually what it is that it increases the chance of the amount of gold you get from destroying lights, you know, the lanterns or whatever, while you're going in a level. So you go in and out and you break them quickly, and you get a lot of gold, because you need that to buy something in order for you to make those special weapons, the 8 bits, the 16-bit, and the 32-bit weapons. You need all of those for the platinum. It's not. It sounds more complicated and harder than it is. It's just what I did is just that I looked it up, and there was a guide saying, "Oh yeah, this is what you need to do," and then it's like, "Yeah, this is a fast way." So I read it, and I just Googled it, and then found it, and then like, "Oh, okay, I did that," and it wasn't much of a grind actually. Good game, just got it myself. PlayStation 4, gonna hop on again after work tomorrow. Ah, but which game? Are you talking about the game I'm playing or the game that I was just talking about? The Bloodstained, which is a great Metroidvania game, but yeah. If you're talking about this game, yeah, this is an interesting game, but I'm kind of distracted at the same time. Let's hope this is long, because this is not this is clearly not that much of a sandbox. Ah, a lot to do. That's very good that there's a lot to do. I plan on playing this, definitely doing everything, and messing around in co-op. I actually mostly played, well, I've been mostly playing No Man's Sky for a while. That is, I play No Man's Sky, I play other games, but No Man's Sky is like my main game. So I'm coming from No Man's Sky to this. It's a similar kind of atmosphere, I don't know. It's not exactly the same. Now, it clearly wants me to double jump over there with a jetpack, I know that. But I don't know if it wants me to take... Oh, probably not. I'm just gonna jump here. Yes, you do. Every single... You have to have on every single sword and every... Yeah. And every armor. It's not... It sounds more hard or time-consuming than it actually is. Because... if you know what you need and where to get it, like... so... This game... Bloodstain has an excellent bestiary and excellent okay, this is not safe. Has an excellent, like, it tells you pretty much every creature and what they drop, and of course you need to actually get the drops from them. So you're like, oh, okay, I need this material to make this weapon, where am I get it? You look it up and you're like, which, and pretty much you can find which enemies drop that specific thing you need. It's very thorough. And you're carrying it with you. Like in Symphony of the Night, you had to go to the librarian, and it was annoying. But not in this game. This looks dangerous as hell. What the hell was I thinking? My first death.
And I made a clone of you that shares your memories. Listen, just don't overthink this. Our bioprinting is accurate to 99.1%. So, as long as you don't die 49 more times, it's all good.
The grab-and-go superlicious mega morphological food base from Suckage Farms. The universe's #4 sustenance resource just got a whole lot juicier with Platinum Slurp Plus, Nutriminerals, Power Booster Edge 20 million. Anatomically reconfigurable nanoblasters simulate a virtually unlimited number of foods and beverages in your mouth and straight into your stomach for maximum satisfaction with exemplary convenience. With tastes, flavors, and textures like beef, chicken, pork, chocolate mousse, hard candy, chili bacon burger, soggy mayonnaise, chives, baked ziti, Parmesan cheese, vanilla swirl, Long John donuts, Salisbury steak, pasta paisana, buffalo banana wings, horse biscuits, pineapple pizza poppers, lamb spleen, poutine, wonton pickle surprise, cucumber shitwater, nose broth, and literally trillions more.
Now that's good flavor.
Rob, the 100% artificial food replacement gel taking Earth by storm. Don't be a snob, eat with the mob. Replace your food with Rob.
Rob is considered a Class 9 retro cluster and is not cleared for non-terrestrial territories. Do not under any circumstances feed to Star Gerbil. See website for details.
Okay. So clearly, I do not lose this stuff. Or maybe I did lose this stuff. I don't even know. Let's go back. Oh, maybe. Actually, I think I did. I recovered your loot.
92 degrees. Vital signs nominal.
Just like I figured. Just like No Man's Sky. You drop your stuff if you die. I'm thinking the demons you're missing are inside those places with a key that you need. Like you need a millionaire key. Did you encounter the, there are like 4 of them. Did you get all of them? Oh yeah, there's probably those 2 you need. I remember how much of a, like for a while I was looking for that thing that made you run fast. Because I knew it existed. And then it was such a troll, you don't get that till like near the very end, and then you have to chase a guy. You have to race, you have to race a demon, it's kind of funny. Yeah. I barely beat him the first time, and I was like, oh, nice. Luckily I didn't have to do it twice, but... And every time I encounter, actually I did it multiple times because I wanted multiple copies of that thing, and yeah, me too. Oh, I didn't use invert. I just beat him running, and once you beat him the first time, then it's easy because then you can just keep using his own speed thing, and then yeah. Oh, I see what that's for. Yeah, now I get it. I need to throw the things at it to make it explode. What, you're missing one weapon? Oh, yeah. Nope. No. Not yet. I will eventually. That said, I already mentioned that the EA is working, or they're working on the Knights of the New Old Republic. I hope that's good. I hope they don't mess that one up. Hey there, Gary Plays. What game is this? It's an indie exploring game where you're on an alien planet trying to survive and do stuff, and it's an amusing game. It doesn't take itself seriously, but it's also not really a sandbox, so it isn't like No Man's Sky. It's story oriented, but you're on an alien planet. I gotta get my stuff. It's over there. Secret nearby. Oh yeah, that. That's where it came from, so it's not there. The pro? No, he hasn't gotten that yet. He's more interested in Elden Ring for, you know, PvP and all that. So apparently, yeah, Dark Souls, you know, 3 PvP is kind of dying out. So let's hope that Elden Ring has a nice PvP. But yeah. Oh yeah, he's planning on getting it. It's just that, you know, it's like eventually and... Nah, only Dark really does that. Oh yeah, that's right, I remember that. Yeah. You were talking about that.
Unlike the typical bombogranates that you can carry, this one is far too big to lift.
Oh, yeah. Whoa. Nearly killed myself. Again. I need some heals. Alright. No good can come of this. Hello. Oh, lovely. My equipment is over there, is it? Yeah, the only way forward is I need a grappling hook here. I can't go. I need this. Yellow. Damn it. I don't know. I have to finish Neo. The first one. When is it coming out though? Is it March. Yeah, that's close to other games. Like the game I was sort of interested in Dead Army 4, but the Dead Army trilogy is not a good game, so so the fourth one might not be good either. So I'll see the reviews on that one. So I probably won't get on release. But the game that's coming out that I'm near March, it's I guess Resident Evil 3. That one I'm interested in. Though that one comes out in April, but I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna get Neo 2 because there's still a lot of stuff I have to do in Neo 1, and that one is. Yeah. We'll see. Yeah, that was alright. Do you have that on? What's that? You still have it on PlayStation? What do you have on PlayStation 4? Or 3? Oh, you have it on PlayStation. Yeah, we could play that one day. Especially if the fourth one is good. Yeah, because that one is co-op. You can play it in 4-player co-op. Okay, this game is let's see how much I've surveyed. Index, progress, I'm already at, well, I guess this is for creatures and flora and stuff.
Looks important. You should break it.
It's important, you should break it. All you gotta do is scan all 3. Ah, okay. Yeah, that explains it. All I have to do is scan all 3. The others are probably not in this area. Or I have to jump over there in this one, for example. There is another one somewhere. What would happen if I do this? Oh, just carbon. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, there's nothing here. I did not mean to do that. Nice.
Okay, so even more good news. Those tumors that improved your stamina and replaced your bones, they've spread to the musculature of your lower body, which gives you rock-hard glutes. You should be psyched.
Oh, it's in the underprint. Yes, yes, I will go back. That was always the plan. I didn't actually mean to. Prefers den, alright. I was just curious if they gave me another resource besides carbon. That's just the exit, so... Oh, hello. Yeah, it's a good game. I hope, yes, but I hope it's long. It depends, it really depends on the kind of game you like to play. So it is an exploring game, and it's a game with a sense of humor. But yes, it just released now. Like I can play it now because it's technically the 28th, so I had to wait till midnight. God damn it. Alright, now I can eat this. I actually still have to get my backpack because I made a suicide run. It's like, you see how Dark Souls, when you drop your souls, in No Man's Sky, when you die, you drop everything in your general inventory that's not technology, that's not installed. So you have to pick it up. And except in survival, then it's gone. Although the stuff in your cargo isn't lost. And in permadeath, of course, you die. And this game is like No Man's Sky. If you die, you drop the stuff you were collecting. And you have to pick it up. I assume if I die again, it's gone. But I can't go there yet until I get the grapple hook. Because I should have figured that out. I mean, I was looking at it, I was like, yeah, maybe I can make it, let me risk it. And yeah. Yeah, usually, in the games, that usually is not the right thing to do. Yeah. Oh, I was already here. Yes. I'm glad I backtracked because I did miss that stuff over there. Oh yeah, it's over here. I can't believe I missed this. That's so obvious. Now I can break this. Or move it.
Amazing. You found a different nugget of the alloy we've been searching for. This should still allow me to perform the necessary repairs, and I salute your proclivity for self-direction.
Yay. Progress 1 out of 32? I guess that's interesting. I see. So I guess there's 32 main story missions or something like that. Higher calling. I need the tether. I really need the tether to retrieve my loot. Backup storage contains... Well, it's just silicon and carbon. That's not that much.